It's the Super Dungeon Brothers Super Show with Dungeon Dan and DM Steve and Jay, and we're live. Hello, everyone. We're the Dicks in the Dark, and there's no game tonight, but we're doing this little show,
Nah.
so hit like and subscribe for more D&D content. And
Ring
Dan,
that bell.
ring that bell. Dan is freezing. Dan, you're having some problems.
Share it with your friends.
Can you hear us? You're having some.
Am I?
Yeah.
No,
Okay, maybe
he's
not
not.
now.
He's
I-
cool.
I can hear you guys.
All right.
I can hear you guys.
Okay. I think there's a little delay, maybe a little bit of a delay, but that's okay. Hit like for a
What?
delay and subscribe.
What? There's a thing that says live D&D game in our Discord.
Hmm?
So the thing has our D&D game little icon. It looks like Firefox or whatever it is in Discord.
Yes. That's because I'm sharing my screen with you guys so that you guys can see. That's the thumbnail for the game that we were supposed to have.
Okay.
That will be next week. Unfortunately, Garrett under the weather. Cameron also feeling kind of under the weather, so we decided cancel the game for this week. We'll be back next week, so
What happened to
check
Hero?
that out. I mean, he's okay. I think he just decided not to show up.
He just didn't care.
No, he actually has some stuff going on. I'll tell you off stream.
Off the stream.
So, yeah. He's got some things as well. So,
Yeah.
but
You don't
anyway,
really think Dan's got to work tomorrow.
Dan does have to work tomorrow, and at least
Yeah, I
for
gotta
me,
work tomorrow. God
He's
damn
still
it.
kind of you're
God
like
damn it.
you're kind of freezing for me, so you're definitely freezing for the
He's
stream
freezing for
too.
me too.
Yeah.
What's funny is like I am always in a state of being frozen.
I love the expressions that it freezes on. It keeps freezing.
I'll be back.
Dan should be the thumbnail.
Yeah, that'd be great. I should change the thumbnail to that picture. All right. Okay. He's gonna try and restart or do something. And yeah. So okay, here he's back.
Let's try this again here. So
you
good
don't use
or
if
not?
you don't use video, then your audio will come through fine.
That's true. Oh, here he comes.
How's that?
Looks pretty good.
How's that?
Yeah. Seems
Okay.
It looks pretty.
Seems okay.
It looks pretty
All right.
good, but the guy in the camera's ugly.
Yeah. It looks like a bearded
I don't know.
penis, maybe. Master Roshi. I don't know.
Just put a little.
No. It is better.
Oh!
The shaved is better. I like the shaved.
Yeah.
I do too.
For
I do
sure.
Yeah,
too.
the shape. Mm-hmm.
It was the
way
right
better.
decision for sure. 100%.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, it was. It definitely was. I was not.
Dude.
I was not. No favors for my hair was not giving me any favors.
Yeah.
I think it'd be interesting though if you went completely and shaved the beard too at one point in time. I mean, your beard can always grow back, but like
keep the beard.
No, but I'm saying like you would probably like
keep the beard
because I don't know, man. I think you should just do it for like once and to see what
I
see
would
what it
look
looks
like a fucking. I can tell you what I'd look like. I'd look like a bald Rick Moranis is what I'd look like.
That's true.
That's what I would look like.
Because that's what he looked like before.
This bald Rick Moranis.
Rick Moranis,
yeah,
kind of.
because I look like Rick Moranis. Yeah, no, but actually
no beard.
I don't remember
if I do this, if I actually put my regular glasses on. Now, when I actually wear because I can't wear these are not my computer glasses.
Mm-hmm.
Maddie said my daughter says that I look like Heisenberg, a little bit.
Okay.
Breaking Bad.
Right, right,
That's
right. I can see
yeah.
it. Okay.
When I have the square glasses on, I'm a little more Heisenbergish,
Your
but
your
I
your
have to wear
goatee
these.
your goatee is too long for Heisenberg though. Because Heisenberg,
Yeah,
yeah,
maybe.
yeah, because he had
You
stubble.
know, I'm doing the Amish thing. You know, I'm letting the whole bottom part of the goatee come out a little bit,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and everything else is kind of shaved. So, but because that this is the look. You know, you're bald with the longer chin hair. You know, that's how that works.
Whoop.
Style from Dicks in the
Oh,
Dark. So yeah,
well,
subscribe for more style.
I just think you
That
should go
off.
bald with longer ball hair.
Okay.
Jay, how do you know that? How do you know that I even have ball hair? So, how do
Mhm.
you know I don't shave that? How do you know I don't shave that too?
Or how do you know that's not where it all is, like all braided and stuff? What are we talking about?
You should braid your ass hair.
Oh my god.
It's like, this
Oh man,
conversation just went off rail.
Mhm.
that's just a theory, a style theory. Oh yeah.
Is that like who? I don't know if that's possible. I don't know if someone could have like their ass could be like that hairy or something. But
That's wonderful.
Welcome to
Hey,
Dicks in the Dark.
welcome to Dicks in the Dark. I have a segment though. I actually have a little segment
What's
for
up?
oh,
us. Yeah, yeah. I have a little segment. So if you guys look at your shared screen, you'll be able to see it.
oh, cool.
A news story. Lego is teasing a Dungeons and Dragons collaboration with an adorably deadly gelatinous cube. So this is from yesterday,
What?
and
It's
Wait
Lego.
a minute.
So what?
How do
Is
you have
this
a
like a joke?
gelatinous? How do you have
You
a
can't.
gelatinous Lego?
no, no,
You
no. Check
can't.
this out. Check this out. Hang on, hang on, hang on. So the Lego Group is teasing an upcoming collaboration with
Wait,
Dungeons and Dragons.
we are
In
streaming and we're basically doing stuff for Xfinity right now. So
That's
Xfinity
fine.
should sponsor us. They should give us money.
It's fine. I can, if I really want to, I can just do that,
I'm
and you'll just see the
no, no, no,
Google ad thing. If it's
I'm
that
just joking.
distracting,
It's
people do
not.
it
I
all the
think
time.
I'm just joking.
All right,
All right, so
so
what's going on?
an upcoming collaboration with Dungeons and Dragons in celebration here in Xfinity again. You just can't get away from it. For its
No.
50th
It's
anniversary on social media with an adorably deadly gelatinous cube. While Lego Group isn't revealing too much yet about the upcoming Lego Ideas set, the short video is filled with skeleton, a key, coins, and much more that previously had been caught by the cube. You can check out the short teaser below and start imagining what the real set will be like. Time to party up, Lego Group wrote. We're oozing with anticipation. What is that?
okay.
Are you ready to build awesome adventures? Hashtag Lego D&D. It's Sprite. Is that Chick-fil-A? Filet-O-Fish? Ah, it's McDonald's. All right, but
No,
here,
no, that's filet of
look,
fish. That's
I
McDonald's.
have not actually seen this yet, so
Ba-da-bum-bum-bum.
like, check it
No.
out. Look, 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 look. Let's
Okay. Um, it's glow in the dark, maybe,
I don't know,
and
but
then like
are they gonna make it
maybe
like a slime, or are they gonna make
I,
it? Because they could
I'm
do that. They could make a
I'm
slime with
no I'm
stuff
I
in
don't
it,
think
or they could make
I don't
a
I don't think you're gonna
gel.
put it together. I don't think you're gonna put it together. I literally think it's gonna be like something that it just comes as one piece and it has like a Lego guy in it, and like they can have like the Lego people. It might have like Lego people in it, and then like different items, but I
I
doubt it's
don't
gonna be something you
know,
put together.
like slime toys and making slime, that's like an in thing. That's like a thing that kids do now is like make slime. Because if you go into like Five Below, you'll see like slime making kits and all kinds of stuff. So I could totally believe that they would give you some kind of a gel that would
Yeah,
allow
but
you to
then
make
you're to
a.
slime up all your Legos and like I don't know.
They're plastic.
Stuff
You can
comes
wash your
that
Legos.
stuff comes that stuff comes off of plastic
Hmm.
so easily. Yes.
Yeah, yeah, totally. In
I
fact,
don't. I don't
I
see it.
have some little capsule toys that the little plastic guy came in slime. Like I have an aliens one where it's like that's a little alien figure, and he was in like this goopy silver slime, and it kind
Yeah.
of came right off of him. I mean, I like barely had to do any work at all to get the slime off the figure, and it was like
Speaking
clean
of
and fine.
80s toys, you may remember these, but I don't even know what they're called. But I know you can always get it at the market and stuff. They used to have these toys that were basically you'd have to these little tiny guys or whatever they were, and you'd have to put them in water, and then they grow like overnight or a couple days, and they get huge. And then like
Yeah.
you take them out, and they'd be all weird and slimy and gross. And you take them out and leave them sit, and then they shrink back up. What
This is a
what were
squirrel
those?
moment right here. Right here.
A
This
what
was
moment?
a squirrel moment. Jay saw a
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
squirrel and then completely derailed the conversation
Mm-hmm.
about Lego Dungeons and Dragons to
oh
talk
yeah.
Yep.
about some weird random little thing that we all had. Like I definitely had
It just
those things.
reminded me.
There were like dinosaurs and monsters and
I
whatever
think I was
men,
thinking
and you
slime,
would
and then
stick them and they would, yeah, they would puff up, but
yeah,
eventually like if you took them out of water they would dry up and get all gross and just
yeah.
be destroyed, and like
So
that
what I
was
was
it.
thinking is, wouldn't it be cool if like don't if like Lego actually had something like where they stuck something in water and had a toy, and it just swelled up and the gel surrounded the Lego guy. I just made it up because knew I went off topic.
Yeah, that was that yeah, I don't
That's way.
anyway.
Yeah.
I
Or I
tried.
mean, or it could just be, some clear Lego pieces to make a cube with some stuff suspended in,
I
because
I still
Lego could
say that
totally just go that way too, and
Mm-hmm.
it still looks like it's glow in the dark. So
yeah, I mean that's an animation. The thing that obviously the thing that they showed here is not, this is like not a, you know, that's it's not
it
gonna
looks.
do that. I doubt it. It's, but who knows? It's an
I
animation,
wonder. So
but
who has the rights
fun.
right now? Does Wizard still have the rights to D&D, or who has it?
Yeah, Wizards of the Coast, Hasbro. It's really just a Hasbro
Oh,
company at this
that
point.
makes sense then, because
So
Hasbro and Lego, and they gotta use it somehow.
I don't know. Hasbro and Lego are
I
kind of
wonder. I
competitors in
wonder.
a way, because Lego is
Mm-hmm.
a competitor of Hasbro, and
Maybe
Hasbro actually like has had
I
a
don't know.
really bad year, which Lego
That's maybe why
hasn't, because Lego does
it's
well.
Lego.
But
So it'd be cool though. This gets to the point that okay, yeah, a little squirrel moment, but not quite squirrel moment here. You know how like Lego did all these video games that are all like Star Wars Lego and like tons of different Lego on the Switch or whatever.
yeah,
They could do like a D&D Lego video game.
well, the other thing that this article is talking about is, I guess they've they held a contest for an idea set, and this is the winner. So they're going to produce this Dungeons and Dragons set. Now this is the original model, so it's probably not going to be, usually when they make them, they kind of make some changes for retail, but it's supposed to be like a really big, I think it's going to be like a $300 set. This is coming out, but they've got, obviously there's like minifigures and stuff here.
Yeah,
And what they're saying is that, yeah, 3,000 pieces. What they're saying is that if the collaboration, I guess, does well, there's a possibility for D&D sets. Like there's a possibility
oh
of,
yeah.
like a Dragonlance set, or a set with Drist, or any of the popular well-known D&D characters they could um
Mm-hmm.
I
there's lots of
Actually,
that that's
Jay,
possible.
I'll tell you, Jay. what probably would have been better than the D&D movie that we got would be a D&D movie with Chris Pine that is a D&D Lego movie
A
with Chris
D&D
Pine.
Lego movie probably would have been
Yeah.
really funny and really
That
I've
that would
like
never,
have
I've never
that
watched the
actually would have
newest
been
D&D
that
movie.
probably would have been really really good actually, I think.
I never watched the new D&D movie.
it was all
It's all right.
right. It was all
It's all
right.
right.
But
I
honestly,
just,
if it was a Lego movie, it might have been
Oh,
better.
it would I think so, yeah.
yeah.
All the same act
Cause
just
you
keep
could
all
kind
the
of
same
you
actors.
keep all the
Mhm.
same actors, but you could kind of
Yeah.
forgive some of the cheesiness if it
Mhm.
was a Lego movie
You see,
Oh,
here's
versus
the
like
thing.
the
absolutely.
live action.
I don't know. I can make a point about the D&D movies. It's not that like D&D movies inherently are bad. It's that the plot of every D&D movie is bad. Like you can write a really good movie that's based on D&D because all it's going to do is like because D&D is based upon characters. So you can
Well,
use the
it's funny because
characters
you're
in the
saying this
world.
without having seen the newest D&D movie. And I would actually say because you've seen obviously the original like we I remember seeing that in the theater
Yeah.
with you.
Like
And
Jeremy Irons
that's
was in it
that's
or
garbage.
whatever.
Like
And
obviously.
Mhm.
This new D&D movie, the plot of it actually wasn't that bad. It
No.
wasn't really the plot that was the problem. I mean, it wasn't the movie really wasn't that bad. It was like little
Execution.
things. Yeah,
It
it
was
was like
execution.
little things and execution. The plot was
Mhm.
actually pretty decent. It just it was execution
well,
for
also
sure.
I think I don't know about this one, but I think they try to make. I mean, I don't know. Like, if you said you saw this one, did they try to like bring forth monsters and stuff which were famous in the D&D universe, and they just can't get them across?
I mean, they did a way, way, way better job
Like, did
in
they
this
do
They
like a
did.
movie.
beholder or something? Or
I mean, there were
So the gelatinous cube did not make sense.
yeah, the
Um,
gelatinous cube was like the one thing that didn't really make sense, but most
what
of
if
the
mhm.
they?
monsters were executed like pretty
Yeah.
well, like
So
how they would be.
okay,
Um
okay. So that's a kind of like one of the points I want to bring up. It's like within real D&D when you're playing Dungeons and Dragons, you don't run into every stereotypical monster in like your adventure. So within a 2-hour movie, why would you throw in like a ton of fucking different monsters? Like just put in like one major monster in
the
like the
way that they
dungeon that
did
you're
it,
going to fight.
the way that
The
they
way
did it in the
mhm.
newest movie, it completely made sense.
It did make sense.
It did.
Yes.
Cuz
It
basically
did.
it was like it was a magical arena that was stocked with monsters.
Mhm.
So it wasn't like there were some monsters that they fought in dungeons or like out in the wild or whatever, and those all made sense. But the way that they were able to put in all the classic monsters was that there was like an arena, like maze
Mhm.
dungeon thing that like an evil wizard put them in. But it's way more complicated than that. I'm
It
like
would have been.
super
I don't know.
oversimplifying things, but it made sense. The only one that
Why could
really didn't make sense was the gelatinous cube
why
because
couldn't they
Mhm.
use
the
like a
way that
classic
they
like
the way that they use the gelatinous cube, the way that the characters like they kind of were able to use it to their advantage. It would have never worked in a D&D
No.
game, or at
No.
least not
Mhm.
any D&D game I was running that like
Mhm.
went with
No.
like classic rules. It would have
all right,
it would have been a total party kill, is what would have
Mhm.
happened if they would
why
have
Yeah.
not
done
use
that
like
dumb shit.
At the very
why
least,
not use
every single character would have been naked after that
At
particular
least
scene.
naked, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, but
Mhm.
probably with horrible burns. It would
Yeah.
have been a bad scene for sure.
Yep.
how many D&D like actual books do you have, Steve, of actual like adventures? Like like the adventure books that you used to be able to get and like it'd have full like games.
I mean, I own almost a complete BECME set of adventures, so that's BXCMI. And
Uh-huh.
then what are DA? Um, I own almost a complete set of those. So like on the book, I don't know if you can even see it.
Might be easier, Steve, to tell us what you don't have.
Yeah.
If you see right there, if you see that bookshelf, right? So from the
Yeah.
end where my finger is, right? That's box sets, that's BECME box sets. This whole thing right here, all that, all the way to here, that right there is the Rules Cyclopedia. So everything between the Rules Cyclopedia and these box sets over here, that's all adventures.
So why not just pick one of those adventures and make a movie out of that adventure?
Because it's already been done. We've already
Well, I
done
mean,
that.
no,
Everybody's already done
most
that.
people, majority of people don't know, or people now don't know what those adventures are.
Here is the problem with turning an adventure into a movie. Because an adventure is not structured in the way that a movie is structured. I don't write the background and everything for like our campaign in a narrative structure because I can't. Because I don't know what's going to happen. So
That's
I just
true.
have to kind of provide scenario. Some of those, there are a couple of them that have kind of a narrative structure, but in general, a D&D adventure is just a scenario, and the outcome, unless you're like totally railroading your players, is not certain, you know. So that's that's why like the like for example, like we famously many years ago we played the shoot, the Gary Gygax module, the most deadly module ever, Tomb of Horrors. We played a Tomb of
Yeah.
Horrors adventure, right? You know what that adventure was like. That adventure wouldn't make a good movie unless it was like a shock value horror movie where it didn't have any plot. It was just like people getting like gored and killed and chopped in half and like just absolutely like messed up stuff happening. But like it wouldn't make a good plot like a movie because there's not really a plot. It's just a dungeon
Yeah.
with a
They
bunch of
already
terrible shit in
they
it.
are they already made that movie. It's called Hostel.
And the other thing is that there are some classic D&D stories that are novels, but I really don't I'd rather not modern Hollywood like make a
No.
Dragonlance movie. Like I'd rather not have, you know, Pool of Radiance, for example, turned into a movie right now because it would be just horrendous. It would be the worst. And I don't think they could ever do it because they tried to make an animated um uh the like the first Dragonlance Chronicles, the Dragons of Autumn uh geez, Dragons of Spring Dawning? Wait. Is that right? I don't know. Anyway, the first Dragonlance Chronicles, and it was terrible. And it even had like some famous people in it. It had Michelle Trachtenberg, I think was Tika, the the barmaid turned fighter, and yeah, it was horrendous. The animation was horrible. The adaptation was bad. So, and that was like years ago when I had
Mm.
confidence in you know creatives or
So
whatever.
as far as the Lego thing, there's no date or anything like that or concept of when this stuff might happen.
Well, you interrupted me while I was reading my article, so I didn't really get to go through it. Let's see. So they talk about the contest, and let's see. They talk about the winning one there. Let's see. Yeah, they really don't. February 2024. So I don't know. Maybe not. But that's like
This month?
that. Yeah, I think that's just a different article. No, it really doesn't say. I guess it's coming. Did it say? Oh, we could watch this again. Did it have a date? I didn't notice.
I didn't notice either.
No.
No, not really.
No, so it's at this point it's at the teaser phase, so we really don't know a whole lot. I
I
don't
don't
know.
know.
It looks cool though. It's
Probably
expensive, but
Christmas.
yeah,
Well,
yeah.
not
I'll
really.
be
Probably they probably will. It will either be a fall release or a Christmas release.
Mhm.
yeah. They
They'll
usually
probably look.
they end up being expensive, but they end up being worth a shitload of money.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
I even when I get Lego sets, I keep the boxes
But
because
yeah,
if you're
people
gonna
give crazy for that shit.
yeah, you can sell just the boxes for like money sometimes, like for a decent amount of money, but it's definitely better to have the box if you're ever gonna
Mhm.
resell. So I have a bunch of like very well preserved but flattened, like broken down Lego boxes.
I wonder how much because how much was like because they had like the two biggest ones I remember being like Legos that cost a shitload of money and you put them together. The Millennium Falcon. I don't know how much that originally cost, but you can
That's
put it
eight.
together.
The big one is 800, and you can still
Okay, and
get
then
that
there was
set.
there's also there's the Death Star.
Yeah, I don't think those are you can't get those anymore, but I mean they'll probably do another set at some point. But yeah,
And wasn't it?
there are some big sets. There's a Super Star Destroyer set
Yeah,
that's
that
like
was the thing. The
giant.
Super
It's
Star
like
Destroyer was giant
massive.
too.
It's so big. Yeah, those sets are just I no. There's like
I think
you'd
I think
have
the
to have
Harry.
like
Yeah.
a a room, a
Hmm.
large room just for
Well,
Lego to have that
those
stuff.
those Harry Potter Hogwarts sets are humongous too.
Oh, even the small ones those of the Harry Potter like Legos. I don't know if you can get them anymore, but like I know that people were like, you if you could find like the small sets that you could pick up for like $6 or something or
It
whatever they were going for a shitload of money.
it's all of them. It just depends on like what sets they were, what what characters they had. A lot of times even those little minifigures are worth a lot of money. But Dan, I don't think you understand. Like the okay, like I have a Millennium Falcon that's like I don't know. It's like it's
Yeah.
big.
Hmm.
The $800 one is like I mean it's I can't even get it's like big, right?
Okay. Gotcha.
Because
Hmm.
it's here's the thing. It's 1-to-1 scale to the minifigures. So the minifigures
Oh.
are an inch. So you got to think about
Hmm.
at least
Gotcha.
4 minifigures fit in the cockpit alone and with
Right. Right.
room because it's 1-to-1 scale
Hmm.
for those. So right? It's massive,
It's got to be big. Yes.
right?
Hmm.
Because the ones that you normally just see, like the ones at Walmart, they call those play scale
Hmm.
because they're close enough, but like you couldn't sell like a 1-to-1 X-wing just for kids because it would be if it would
Massive.
be huge. It's because they
Hmm.
make it and it's $300,
Right.
right? But they have to be able to sell like like a 70 or a
Could you
$60
imagine?
X-wing for a reasonable
Hmm.
price, right?
Could you
It's the
imagine
same
if
thing. You can get like a $200 like giant TIE
yeah.
fighter and it's
Hmm.
huge, right? But then they make like the $50 one that's like
Yeah.
it still looks right, but it's not 1-to-1 with the figures. It's closer to like what Kenner would do to kind of make
Speaking of Kenner, could you
I'll be right back.
imagine? Yeah. Oh, could you imagine if they ever made like the Falcon or any of the toys like the Falcon, like with a scale that would fit like the Kenner like figures.
Yeah, it'd be like the size of a room. You couldn't
It
do
would
it.
be ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean
It's like
that's again why the Lego one it would be technically because those are three almost 4-inch figures. So
yeah.
it would be 3 times larger than that big Lego one. So
Oh
yeah, it
god.
would be like it would probably be what 16 feet long or something.
Yeah. It'd be
So
like,
yeah, you couldn't do it. It would be the size of like
oh,
somebody's bedroom
or like
basically.
you could do it. Like they shot a movie, and like I'm pretty sure
Yeah,
like
I mean, but they couldn't do it in a reasonable way. Where in the world did Dan go? I was like gonna
uh
end the show because it's
I
like
think
kind of getting late, and my nuggets are gonna be ready soon, and
oh
you know, I'm hungry. I don't know.
he said I'll be right back.
He did, but he lied. He's
No,
not right back. He's not right back at all.
no.
I'm gonna go back over to this game screen here,
That
and
is cool though.
yeah, where
This is
is
probably a is this like a not like a longer than usual just the tip?
probably? I mean, kind of. A bit, I guess. I don't know how long have we been going for. Not really, not really. But I only had one topic to talk about. That's the problem. Is that I
Yeah.
wasn't planned because I was planning to play the game. That's what I was planning to do.
Oh,
Did you see that cool map that I made?
mm, no.
You didn't see my cool map?
Oh, this for you. They have I was randomly on Amazon and I saw that like they're releasing a Voltron like pop Funko Pop like case. It's like looks like it's a VHS case, but you open it up and has like a little Voltron guy in it.
I
I,
don't I don't I don't know.
I've never seen those before.
I don't want I Voltron as a Funko Pop does not interest me at all. I
It
don't
looked really like it looked really like rounded and stuff, and I was just
yeah,
like,
I don't want that. That is I have no interest in that. The only Voltron that I have any interest in whatsoever, I mean if we're talking about lions, is a OG Go
metal.
Lion Voltron. The only toy that I ever really needed was the Matchbox diecast, and I have one. So,
Yeah, I've got one
you
too.
know, not really, not really that worried about that. Oh, by the way, I it sucks because what are you doing, Dan?
I'm looking at the map.
Ah, you're looking at the map. I
I'm
see.
looking at the map. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. It sucks because I have some additions to my thing back there, but I don't know if you can. It's like they're really hard to see. I don't know if you can actually see them.
No.
It's like
No.
yeah. Here, I'll show the stream. Maybe this stream because of the stream that didn't work. Okay, maybe I won't show the stream. I thought that was gonna work, but that did not work. Yeah, I have that's well, you can probably see that. That's Optimus Prime right there. Right there, Optimus Prime, and that is
That lamp.
that's Metroplex. Yeah, in front of the lamp is Optimus Prime. You see that's his trailer, and that little
Yeah,
red thing right there is him. That you can't hardly see, but that is Metroplex right there. And that is Devastator right there. And then
yeah.
Astra Train is up there. And you totally can't see him, but there's a jet that's like flying in the yeah, but you totally can't see it at all because the light's way too bright. But it's
Did they
the
make
the body of Superion is in there.
did they make like an Omicron or whatever the hell it was?
Unicron? They didn't make one. I don't
Yeah, the
think.
planet. The planet.
I don't think they had. I don't think they had one when we were kids, but they did. They've made like a bunch since, because he's been in like other ones, but there's not like an official like G1 Unicron. I don't think.
Hmm.
Yeah, that is the map, because I figured since we're at a point in Up and Away Volume 3, subscribe, hit like, check it out on YouTube now. Um, you guys are gonna have to decide what the heck you're gonna do, where you're going to go. So I've created a map that shows the the one of the lines is the crystal map, your route
Hmm.
that you're supposed to be following. One of the lines is the Destiny's actual traveled route. And then you can see that it is divided. Of course, it's a space map, so I had to make it 3D, which was a challenge, but I think I did a
Oh,
good job. I think
if it's space, isn't it more than 3D technically? Wait, no. Wait, I'm thinking
it
4D.
is, in fact, in this universe, space is much. It has many more
Yeah,
dimensions because
yeah.
it's
It's
a
like
D&D
space time
universe.
is
So
yeah, because it's like
there are
space time.
actually there are actually a lot of dimensions, because there's a dimension for each element, and there's a dimension for each alignment, and then there's the astral, the ethereal planes, which are technically dimensions. There's the chronospace, which is also, well, it's time. That's technically a dimension. So there's a lot of dimensions in this universe, but perceived by regular beings, you get your three dimensions here.
It'd be cool
But
when if we get like a ship that would allow us to travel through dimensions.
I mean, never say never.
No, I'm just saying it'd be cool.
I know, and I think it would be cool too. So it's possible that there's one out there. In fact, it's probable that there's one out there
Definitely
in the
probable.
large galaxy, because this map right here is it's not even all of Auron Sin. It's just a little tiny section. Just
Thing is,
the
we don't need an extra ship to do that. All we need is the technology to augment the destiny to do that.
That's
And
true.
that's all we really need. We don't need an entirely new ship to do that. We need the technology to modify the destiny's engines or deflector or whatever it's got to allow us to traverse dimensions or possibly give us a giant ass dimension door spell.
Well, see, that's the other thing, is that
Mhm. There's
entering other
magic.
dimensions with magic is also a thing. So if you're
Hmm.
able to
We really
create a
haven't got.
large enough hole,
Dimension door.
a
Yeah.
large enough door to poke through,
Yeah.
obviously, because becoming astral and becoming
Yeah,
ethereal is obviously a thing.
Hmm.
we haven't really gotten into a lot of magic. Like everything. Like I'm kind of interested in seeing like that's one thing is like Kegel like once she gets up a couple levels or where I mean she's up there now, but she's not there yet. But like once I can actually get to the point where like I can start learning new spells, like especially like now and what the possibilities could be. Like I mean it'd have to play off the original rules and stuff, but
Well, again, I mean,
like
anything is possible.
it's just
The other
interesting to
the
think
other
about
thing
stuff.
is are you even traveling in this dimension when you're traveling faster than light?
Hmm.
Or is it that you're traveling through another dimension that enables you to travel the distances you're able to travel? That's another bigger question that probably most of your characters aren't smart enough to comprehend. But even that is something that obviously you guys can overcome, as Mary has shown that there is technology that allows you to
To do
increase
some
your
weird, crazy.
intelligence.
Hmm.
No. Yeah, it's probably it's not dirty. I'm gonna probably chill here
Matt,
a little bit. Go to bed. Anyways,
Matt's just a
Yep.
crazy wizard. He's a
Yeah, I
dimensional
mean,
wizard.
you know, is is magic and are magic and technology really that different? In this universe, maybe not. But yeah, I'm excited for you guys to see the map close up and to kind of make some decisions and to see where the
maybe
game goes.
maybe we're just flying around in a gelatinous cube.
I mean, maybe it is a cube. Look, look, look,
Hmm.
look, look, look at my little thing here. It is like a cube. So
I
maybe actually here's
okay.
the whatever the thumb. You can see it in the
Mhm.
thumb as well. The
See, I feel
cube.
like I already know what Argyle thinks. Already know what Mary thinks. I know their decisions. So yeah,
Cool.
I even know what Anya thinks. But we don't
Yeah,
know.
yeah, yeah,
Oh
yeah, yeah.
yeah, I actually even know what Anya thinks at this point. But or not maybe not at this point, but certainly in the future I know what Anya's going to think. So
Yes. Yeah.
Yep.
Well, I think that's
Oh,
probably it, huh?
yeah.
yeah, so Jay's over there dying. He's like,
Mm-hmm.
oh God, I gotta go to bed and
Yeah,
sleep.
right.
I won't be in. I won't fall asleep for a while. But like, I'll just do what I always do, and I can't sleep, and I'll just lay in bed for like hours upon hours, and then I'll get like 5 hours, 4 or 5 hours sleep, and then feel like crap all day, and then do it all again.
Sounds great.
Yeah,
Yep.
Well, we've been the Dicks in the Dark.
at least three of them.
Yeah. And you know, see you later.